It's 2. I'm starting stream. I forgot to set the timer, bro. Whatever. Okay, so I have a little bit of pickle. I broke my Apple Pencil. I don't even know how. Just last night I wanted to do some drawing, so I grabbed it, and then I was like, why is the cap missing a piece? And it was just kind of broken. Hello, Ivan. Hello, Avocado. I don't. It was just straight up broken. I don't really know why, but I want to program more cards either way. So since I can't do the art, there's no reason I can't just program the functionality technically. So I'm just gonna do that. That's karma for calling me a catboy. No. I think I didn't call you a catboy enough. I'm willing to bet that's the reason for my problems. You did not haunt my game. You would never. You would never. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out how I can make cards properly functionable. Real quickly, I do want to control F and type stats, because throughout this array, or no, throughout this entire list, script, why am I blanking on words? No, don't you dare. I'm calling you a catboy. I reference these numbers, which is just bad practice. So off stream, I made a list of variables that are assigned to each thing. So now I can just change these, and it should solve my problems. So I just need to take all these and do like card.type variable. That should work, I think. So that's for all attacks. Let me test. My game is starting to look better and better, dude. Genuinely. It's gonna skip my main phase, isn't it? Oh. Never mind, it doesn't. Okay. My creatures can attack. That's good. Their actions do not decrease. That is weird. Oh, because it's in combat damage, I reckon. It's in the damage step that they decrease the actions, isn't it? Yeah, deal combat damage, then it goes stats. Let me guess. Yep. I can do card.type variable. Yeah, so we just gotta go up and replace all the instances of stats. These ones are just the card type. But up here, there's 5, which is this, the token path variable. Bam. You can smell the playtest phase approaching. Oh, yeah. It's probably gonna be a while, though, because I kind of want to do art. I don't know if it's technically a good idea to just throw this game out for you guys so you can play it before there's art. But I feel like it's worth actually drawing the art before I throw it at you guys. Hello, Vad. Bam. Bam. Instance.bam. How are you, noobs? I'm doing great. I had some delicious yogurt with blueberries in it for breakfast, and then I kind of just sat around doing nothing. Actually, that's a lie. I was working on a script. I have 5 scripts that I'm writing simultaneously. What are you doing today? I'm just gonna try to program as many cards as possible, because on my desk I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 physical cards, and I want to try just programming all of those game mechanics into the game. So my Apple Pencil broke. Unfortunately, I can't do the art for them for a little while. I'll probably get a new one on like Monday or something. But plugging in art is super duper easy. Literally all I have to do is go to this sprite and then just drag it in there. It's literally that easy. So I should be able to make cards very simply. Apple Pencil, you mean the tip? Yeah, like the tip that screws off. Mine got cracked. I don't know how. I haven't used it for like a couple weeks. I think the last time I used it was when I drew Bulbasaur like a month ago. Does this mean you can add Shrek? No. You can buy the tip? Yeah, I know. I know it's like 20 bucks, just I don't have a car, so I can't like go out and get it myself. I'll probably just ask my mom for it, and I'm gonna see her on Monday, so... I should get it. Dude, it feels so weird to be able to actually play the video game, you know? Like, I can literally just go there, play cards, press skip, the game goes, the bot does its things. Order it, I know. Although, I do not have an Amazon account. Wait a minute. Why are my cards not grayed out after they attack? Can they block? You're not supposed to be able to block. Why can you block? They're supposed to be grayed out. Okay, let's go actions. Well, I know the issue is in this script. Cards.type variable has creature. Card action less than one. Card attack equals true. Card rotate. No, this is all attacks. It needs to be damage. It's up here. For Apple, not Amazon, they deliver here. You ordered your new phone and they shipped it to you for free. I don't know how all that works. I'm gonna let my mom handle that, I'm gonna be honest. Either way, I can wait. Because all I really need to do is just program cards. And I already have the physical cards on my desk, so I know the mechanics. I know what they do, I just need to program it. And either way, I'm going to need to do that. It's like, I don't think the order really matters. And I want to get some programming done either way. I feel like I've been doing way too much Minecraft stuff. Can we do some more PvP today? Maybe. If I get bored, we'll see. Hello, Allison. Hello, Power. And hello, Hubert. Okay, why is this not working? So the refresh action step should be working. It's here that's struggling. So when it does the damage is when the action is supposed to go down. Wait, there's no stats here. There's no stats here. Why did this break? What? You gotta try to fix your sleep again so you can't stay long, sadly. Sad, Sugar. Very sad. Why is this not working? So when game phase equals 5... Is it a problem with the pass button? Deal combat damage. Or is it a problem with this? No, I don't think this should be a problem. Because it's phase 5 where it runs this script to deal combat damage. It goes through all of the cards. If the card is attacking, which I know it is because it's dealing damage, and then it makes the actions go down by 1. Why do US not work? Should constantly be changing the color. you seen any Anime Puncher? And if yes, what's your favorite? I really don't know what my favorite anime is. I'd probably go Jujutsu Kaisen at the moment. The animation's really good. I've read the manga. Yeah, I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I really like the power system. I think domain expansions are sick. There's a lot of well-written characters. Good night, Sugar. This is a formal donation from me to your political party. I know you want to start one since you received your lordship. Consider this an endorsement. Thank you, Vad. Thank you, thank you. Punchette's not here, Sugar. I need to watch Konosuba Season 3. I watched the first and second season. I didn't watch Season 3, though. I don't even think I watched the movie. I think I couldn't find somewhere to watch the movie because the pirating site I used didn't have it. Us aristocrats support each other? Yes, yes. I love lobbying. It's the best. Okay, it's not subtracting the actions. That is weird. That is very weird. Actions less than 1. Actions minus equals 1. Print card dot actions. Bam. Hello, love. Okay, so they don't have any actions. You go to your next turn. What's your favorite soda? I don't really drink soda. I don't really drink any carbonated drinks, actually. I mainly only drink, like, water, smoothies. That's kind of it. I don't even like coffee. I don't really drink tea too much. 4. Wait, what? Oh, am I an idiot? I'm not an idiot. I was on sparkling water. I don't really like it too much. Wait. Am I very much so an idiot? What equals 4 in the Dorf Minor script? Health stat. No, it's 4, so it's getting the base health stat instead of the action stat. Okay, so I'm setting the stats wrong. This says base health variable, not base actions. That's the bug. 2 more streams and you're at 30 streams in a row. God damn. I wonder what the craziest watch streak somebody will be able to get is. There we go. Actions are working properly. Okay. Okay. So, I have the cards. Actually, let me program rings first. Because I have gold rings, but I haven't actually programmed them. I took them out of the starter deck because they didn't actually do anything at the time. Let me throw on gold ring there. Comma. Copy. Bang. Do you need a space? You don't need a space. There we go. This should work, I believe. There we go. So it should be shuffled randomly, meaning if I do this, it should give me random cards each time. Correct. Okay, there we go. Would you rather always sound like you just inhaled helium, or like you're narrating a dramatic movie trailer? Definitely the second one. I think sounding like I'm narrating a dramatic movie trailer at all times would be funny. I don't know how high-pitched people, or like people with high-pitched voices, get taken seriously, bro. Anytime I see somebody with a high-pitched voice, I just kind of like laugh at them internally. Like, I don't want to be mean, but it's so funny. Try it now. I need to program Ring's functionality. I'm not really good at sounding like a dramatic movie trailer, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm doing that right at all. Okay. So, I need to make another variable in this array, I believe. In a world where punching babies is frowned upon, we have one heroic unemployed programmer. And he's gonna struggle to program casting costs for half an hour. Okay, whatever, I'll do it later. Wait a minute, these arrays are exactly the same. Okay. I don't know why I'm lost here. This should not be complex. Oops. It'll become transparently obvious anytime I clip anything because a 0 is just gonna appear. You can't tell when I'm streaming like Minecraft or any other game because typing 0 on the numpad doesn't do anything, but it always appears when I'm in a script in Godot. You're just always gonna be able to see it. I think even when I'm in the game and I hit 0, oh no, it doesn't go on the thing. I thought it would go on the script. Okay, so I guess half the time you won't be able to tell when I clip something. Okay, so okay. So this is types. This is stats. And this is effects. Bam. Okay. So, currently, Gold Ring does not do anything. So its type is equipment. I think that should be able to handle all of the equipping. So I guess I should have another section at the top for costs. Okay, then we can go there. So all the cards I've made so far didn't have a casting cost because I was trying to be simple. But I think all but one of the cards I want to try making in the game have a casting cost. So, Gold Ring, I need, well, I'm going to make a variable casting cost. And then I want variable equip cost. Let's also make that false. So I don't know how I actually want to balance some of these things, because I haven't really worked out what Gold Ring actually does. Cards also need their text displayed. Dwarf Miner does not tell you what it does. I need to make it so when you right-click on a card, a big version appears that tells you everything about the card. I'll do that later. That was entirely too complicated when I tried doing it in the beginning. But I think it'll be simpler this time with the tools that I have. So, Gold Ring doesn't have an equip cost currently. I don't think I'm gonna give it one. Actually, I'll make it... I think I'll make it an array for the amount and then what it's equip cost, actions. I don't know how I want to do this actually. Puncher, do you think you could survive a zombie apocalypse? And if yes, then how? I would survive a zombie apocalypse by asking my brother for help, and he would probably be able to solve all my problems. He enjoys camping, he has a bow, he has some survival knowledge. He could probably solve all my problems for me. And I'm like decently crafty. You have an elder brother? Yes, I have one sibling. He is 3 years older than me. Okay. Let me make an effect called on damage, I think. Should I change this to makes tokens? No, makes tokens on ETB needs to be different from damage. Variable makes token on damage equals true. You're surviving my proxy. Yeah. That's the trick to surviving a zombie apocalypse. You just find like a Daryl Dixon to just... Is that his name? Am I making that up? Wait. Daryl, name, Walking Dead. Yeah, Daryl Dixon. I haven't watched The Walking Dead in ages. Yeah, you just gotta find one of those guys to lean on and just have him solve all your problems for you. I have some scientific knowledge. I think for the most part, I should be able to carry my weight in some way. You know what job I would have if I lived in medieval times? I would 100% be a jester. There's literally no way I wouldn't. My mom told me to become a comedian a lot, and I was just like, Being a comedian seems boring, because the stage is so small. I feel like even if you're making jokes to like 1,000 people, which seems like a lot, it does not compare to like what you're capable of doing on YouTube. I was like, it would be so much more fun to stream to like 50,000 people and tell them all jokes. That would be so much better than being a comedian. So I decided to go this route because I could also like play video games, program, and inspire people in other ways. But if I was in medieval times and I couldn't stream, then I would probably just resort to going all in on the jokes and just be completely a jester. I think that would be fun. I think being a jester would be fun. Cause you get to make fun of the king and disrespect authority. It's like doubly awesome. Being a jester just seems like the best. Also, I have the dexterity to do stuff like juggling, I reckon. I used to know how to, like, Parring, I think it's called, when you have like 2. But I definitely could learn to juggle in not too long. I think I can get the hang of it pretty quickly. I think juggling would be like a 6 skill to get to impress a king. Okay. I'm making this script an abomination, and it's going to cause me problems in a bit. But I think for the most part it's fine. So, casting cost, false. I need to figure out how to format the casting cost. Because I need to determine what it costs for one. Because some cards will cost gold to equip. So I would need to specify gold. Some would take actions. Some would take, I don't know, something or other. So equip cost, I think actions is good. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, let's just do it here. If I had like this, like card.stats, and then I did this, and then I had, let's say, 1, because that would be where equip cost is. And then if I do this again, then I could do a sub-array and have 2. And maybe this would work? This might work. So it would take the card, and then what variable it would access is card.stats, then it would look in equip cost, and then it would look at the second thing in equip cost, which actually should be a 1. And then it would get actions, and then it'd be like, okay, this entire thing is equal to actions, so it is card.actions. I think that could work. I'm not really sure how sub-arrays work. I only have 1 equipment, so I could rework this if I want. I think I also need a variable activated abilities. I think that's reasonable. Did I spell that wrong? Okay, good. Yeah, whatever. Because I need cards to be able to distinguish if they have an activated ability or not. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, actually, gold ring token. Actually, I'm gonna give it false. You also have false. Okay. I'm gonna need to rework this entire array, and I'm gonna need to rework everything in here. This is actually surprisingly simple. Yeah, okay, I got it. So, you can now equip the ring. It has an activated ability. Variable type equals equipment. I'm gonna do variable ability text. Actually, I could just have activate ability, hover over it if activated ability equals true. And I might want to make this a 1, because it's not impossible for a card to have multiple activated abilities, I think. In fact, it's probably probable. An activated ability is it either has one or it doesn't have one. I can make it a 1. Not sure, would you start a new virus? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe I should have each one have its own array. The zombies would be overthrown. Realistically speaking, a zombie apocalypse would actually be cut very short. Because the thing about zombies is they're kind of not alive, which means they're going to decay and just kind of die. So, yeah, for the most part, you could just wait out a zombie apocalypse. You just barricade yourself in your room for 30 days and you'll be fine. I could probably survive a month with all the food I have in my house. You know, electricity would make it annoying, but whatever. I have drawing supplies, I could keep myself entertained. I have the physical copy of Offering, so I could even do some playtesting. Yeah, you just sit in your room and you watch my streams. Okay. I mean... Okay. Welcome back, Ivan. Think. Okay, so you play the card. Then you equip the card the next turn, using its action. You have solar cells in your house, electricity is not an issue. Nice. Yeah, I'll just go hang out with you. Yeah, I'll just like break into your house. Just chill there. Just binge the entirety of like Game of Thrones. You'll fly me out. Let's go. Let's go. In the event of a zombie apocalypse, I am completely safe. Okay. You have 5 spare bedrooms. Nice. Nice. Oh. Hydrate. I have no idea what that sounded like, but I can't imagine it was pleasant on your ears. But yeah, you can redeem Hydrate now. Why did you redeem it 4 more times? I only have so much water. There we go. Go. Ah, thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I appreciate it. Okay. To be honest, zombies are decomposing bodies. What would be the requirement for a decomposing body to still be considered a zombie? Like, imagine a skeleton and know that sounded so bad. It could... Wait, what? 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 I'm so confused what's going on. Okay, so make token on damage, token path. This should be the variable that this is, I believe. Yeah, let me change this. Hold up, let me think. Yeah, okay, so I want to change this to an array to better accommodate the token path, because cards will be able to make multiple tokens based on what they do. So, token path is going to become token paths. And I'm going to have a list of each token, and then each ability is going to list the token that it is. For example, Gold Ring is going to make a gold coin. And on damage, it will be this token. Actually, should it be 0? Does it need to be... I don't think I need that to be an array. I think I need it to be a 0, and then I need to encapsulate this in an array. I think that's right. Oops. Like that. I think that works. This is gonna break the script. The man, that was so random. You got PTSD from those cursed TikTok Indian ASMRs from the 2020 era. Preston said gulp gulp. What word is banned? Subtype. Oh, fear and prone might fall asleep at any given moment since you slept 4 hours. Damn. Damn. Okay. So, let's think. We have the gold ring, casting cost is false. I need to keep this in a list. Puncher's the F word banned in Chad. I don't think so. I think I'm okay with you guys swearing for the most part. I just choose personally not to because I'd like to be like more creative with the things that I say rather than just using swear words. No slurs allowed. But swear words, I don't really care too much. Unless you guys like collectively agree that you don't want swear words in my chat, then I guess I'll ban them. But for now, it's fine. Okay, ETB effect false, activated ability true. Variable is token false. Variable type. Change the subtype. Let me make it a ring. You go early today to see ya, avocado. See you tomorrow. Okay. So, let's go over activated abilities. If you click on a card, nothing happens if the card is on the battlefield and you click on it during phase 2. Okay, so this handles blocking when it's on the battlefield. So if stats. Okay, let me actually change around the array and the variables to make sense. So we need, yeah, let me just get rid of all this. So it's casting cost, comma, equip cost, comma, base damage stat, comma, base health stat, comma, base action stat, comma, let's go, nope. And my thing's lagging. Why is it lagging? Oh god, I broke something. Nope, it's fine. Activated ability. Hello, Kiwi. Token path. This token. Yeah, and now we just paste this all in, and it should be working. Okay. Now, this should be working fine. It needs to be in this exact order. Okay. Control S. You can be a better. All of you in Puncher's YouTube chat become members. Throw schmeckles in my boy. Yep, I agree. Become a channel member if you can afford it and you have an expendable income that you're doing absolutely nothing else with and you have zero intentions of spending on anything, including investments, then throw money at me. Wait, stealing a ball and running? Is that a steel ball run reference? Is that what it's called? I don't even remember. I don't know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And hello, Timmy. Hello, Grant. If I do this, does it crash? It does. Good. Okay. So now I need to change this around, because I think damage is 3. Actually, I have the array. Bam, bam. Okay. So casting cost is 1. That means base damage is 2. Yeah, let me just go over this. Variable. Casting cost. 0. Variable. Equip cost. Variable equals 1. You advise everyone to throw their life savings at me. This is financial advice. I don't know about that one, bud. I don't know about that one, bud. You got into Silksong Act 3? Nice. I still haven't done Silksong Act 3. No spoiling me, please. Yeesh. I need to edit the Silksong video, dude. Okay, activated abilities is after base actions. ETB effect. Makes token on ETB. Variable makes token on damage. That's 8. Did you beat it in Steel Soul? Yes. I beat Steel Soul Silksong for my first playthrough. Token paths variable. It's 9. Wait. is token 10, type 11, subtype 12. Bam. There we go. So for the most part, I think this script should work the exact same as it has been. Makes token on ATB. Why are you not working? Wait, what? That's 7. And the script 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 6? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're still next to, keeping it slow and guiding a friend of mine and completing Hollow Knight. Nice, nice. You gotta get to your game and possibly go to sleep due to physics. Okay, see ya, Kiwi. I feel like I need to read chat more. I do not pay as much attention to it as I should. Wait, is this in the wrong order? So there's casting cost, equip cost, base damage, base health, base activated abilities, ETB effects. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's supposed to be 6. ETB effect. Huh? It should equal true. Valid operands int bool. Oh, wait, is it trying to... Wait, did I do this wrong? These are all different. Oh. Wait. It's 7. What? What? No, that's correct. Since in stats dot Control Z. Wait, what? Hold up. Let me rerun the script. Buncher, this is kind of personal, but nowadays I'm getting no results even though I give efforts, and I can wonder if you could help me with these nuts. What do you mean? What are you struggling with? Oh. It seems I've been fooled. He's not in need of help. He made me say these nuts. I don't think I can show my face on this platform ever again. I think it's over. Well, I had a good run. Alright, well, deleting my YouTube channel. See you guys later. L Puncher, you fell for that end stream retire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Here I was, trying to be wholesome and helpful. And this is how I get treated? I see how it is. I see how it is. I get it. I get it. Okay, instance.fixed position, instance stats, instance.etp effects variable. Wait, so this is supposed to be 7. Ah, wait a minute. ETB effect variable. Mixed token on ETB 0. If it does not equal false. You want to die? You just started learning with Axiom. Axiom is the best, isn't it? Okay, instance.etb effect variable. Yeah, if it's true. Okay, let's see if this works. There we go, crashes again. Wait, what? Valid operands and a Boolean operator. Damn, okay. I'm confused. So, I mean, I know why it's bugging. It's fun, but your head hurts. That means you're doing a good job, Allison. That means you're doing a good job. Okay. I am like the weirdest mix of confused and understanding right now. Because, okay. Here's the problem. So, this is a number, it's an integer, it's a whole number, and this is a Boolean, aka true-false value, and it cannot check them both, so the problem is, this is a number. Can I do Boolean here? If it's not a bool. Wait. Can I check if a variable is a bool or not? GD script. Wait, can I do isn't? Okay, is works. Which would be more hard to survive, a zombie apocalypse or a vampire invasion? Really depends on which type. I'm coming to Cali after Monaco in August. I'm shipping my Lambo Aventador SVJ with me. Would you perchance like a spin around the city with it and sign the dash for me? I got programming to do. I got Minecraft to play. Some other time. I wonder if it's actually worth getting a driver's license, because I don't actually have one. I mean, I live in California, so driver's license is kind of important. I mean, I make do without it. Isn't a bold GD script. After stream, California never felt like home to me. What? You know a reference? I don't know what that is a reference to. I mean, honestly, most of the time I just kind of sit in my bedroom and do nerd stuff. I don't really have, like, the urge to go out into the world too much. Not. Bam. Nope. Expected in after not. Huh. Oh, wait, hold up. So, wait, if not... And then you do the thing in parentheses is bool. So if it's not a boolean, let's check. Let's go. The error is a line down. That means we're making progress. Okay, so variable token equals instance stats, token path variable. What did I do here? Token path variables. Is that it? It's just missing an S. Wait, it's not stats. It's supposed to get the thing. Oh, it's getting the array now. Okay. So here's what I need to do. I need to make a function. Hold up. You generally don't know what happened, but let's go, baby. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, we're making progress. We're making progress. Slowly but surely, we're getting rid of bugs. Slowly but surely. This is the downside of changing literally everything. You just have to comb through it for like 4 hours and make sure everything you're doing is not like breaking everything else. I think I got it. For the most part. Nosferatu type of vampires, maybe like a clicker type of zombies. I honestly don't know. So I don't know. I don't really know what clickers are completely, and other like the mushroom zombies from The Last of Us or whatever. But I don't know. Winter's game is gonna be better than Balatro. Be prepared, local thunk. Yep, my card game is gonna be pure peak, hopefully. It might just be a buggy mess that's a disappointment to literally everyone. You never know. It's made by one unemployed teenager with 0 programming experience. I'm not really sure if I can stand up to local thunk. We're both just game developers for fun though. We're both basically like Saitama, just at different points in his strength training journey. Okay. So here's what I need to do. Non-existent function instantiate in base array. So currently, in the playable script, It's getting this, but it's getting the array, not the token path. Token paths is what that variable is. So what we're going to do, we're going to do variable token path equals instance dot stats. Then we're going to go in here. Instance dot token path variable. And then we're going to do instance dot, and then we want to get this number. Makes token on ETB. Does this work? Please say it works. Nope. Invalid access to property or key 0 on a base object of type int. Don't be here tomorrow. You'll just let your brother keep your watch streak. Undertale was made by a teenager with minor developing experience. I suppose that dreams can come true. There's a non-zero chance that I pull this off. Really? Am I gonna have to remove hydrate? You guys are just gonna make me die because of how much water I'm forced to drink. Aren't you? Believe it or not, there is a limit to how much water a person can consume. Hello, Nuts? Okay. Variable token path equals instance.stats. Okay, so that gets the stats array. Then this gets the subarray. Instance token path variable. Oh. Wait. I think this is supposed to go somewhere else. Does it go here? Wait a minute. Wait, if I do variable token paths, and then if I do variable token path, and then have it equal token paths. Yeah. Because that's the path variable. Does this work? Okay. Now it's bugging out here again. Now if I do token path dot instantiate. Bam. And it makes the coins. Can I shorten this by doing like Nah. Bam. Look at this. Bam. Great. Progress. Okay, let's just play through the game, make sure everything functions properly. You start up the game, you play all of your cards, because there's no cards that don't cost something. Stats. Oh, yeah, I just gotta copy all this over, I guess. Instance, I think it's just this. Does this work? He did not make the tokens. Why did he not make the tokens? What is that about? Tokens 2. It's blank. Okay, let me go here. Why doesn't this work? Why does this not work? What game is he making? Offering. It's a trading card game. Okay, the enemy's dwarf miners are not making them gold. Why is he not getting gold? Well, it's not making the tokens. Let's just, print. What is the zeros here? Where's print in the script? Card actions. Out of there. Print. Bot makes gold. So why does it not make gold? Okay, variable token paths. Okay, let's take a look here. So variable token paths, instance dot stats, path variable. Does it make homeless tokens? Interesting. Very interesting. Tell your brother, bless you, I just heard him cough. That might have been my dad. I'm honestly so locked in I didn't even notice. I'm not paying attention to anything besides this, because this is puzzling me. Why is it not making the tokens? Why not make token? Mr. President, what's your opinion on bunching babies? It's not my preferred action towards babies, or babies, I mean. But we will do it if YouTube forces me to. I'm gonna make a video announcing my name change to Lord Puncher, hopefully in not too long. And by not too long, I mean within the next, like, 2 years, because my upload schedule is not the best. Why does this not function? Child token. Oh, I'm supposed to only do like this with this. Yeah, okay. Now it works. Your inspiration is losing his wings. In my heart, I am still a baby puncher. In Minecraft. Twitch, don't ban me. How about Emperor Puncher for the name? That could be an option. I want to avoid rebranding ever again, though. I need to just pick a name and stick to it, but... I'm really not sure what the best name for me is. He's a lord? Yeah, I am a lord. Okay, let me just play through the game. Make sure I didn't make any bugs that I forgot about. Play through the game. You skip. Goes here. I go here. I'm gonna block. There. Doesn't get rid of the abilities, or the actions, I mean. Okay, it doesn't get rid of the actions when blocking. That's a problem. Yeah, I should do this. I should make these all really compact, because I have them all just spread out, but I can do this to have the game phases just, like, listed out like this. Yeah, that's way easier to look at. All the game phases bunched nicely. Okay, so... I don't need all attacks. I need deal combat damage. Okay, yeah. I believe in here is where I need to deal with card actions. So, selected variable creature block, equals creature block 0. So, card dot actions minus equals 1. Is that all I need to add? Let's play the game. I need to make it so you can't push the button when, like, certain phases are happening. Hunter, can you do a Trump impression? I know you can do it. I don't know why, but for some reason, rings are not working. I do not understand it. I feel like I lost my Trump impression. I don't know what happened, but my vocal cords, like, changed. And I feel like a lot of my impressions just went away. It's such a scam, bro. That one's okay, I guess. I'm still bitter about my Herbert the Pervert impression just disappearing. Okay, then we block here. Yeah, I need to change battlefield sorting to be better. That should be super easy, though. I could probably delete the entire battlefield sorting scripts and then redo them from scratch, honestly. Bam. You guys seem to think my impression's good. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It's okay. Okay, and then we just win from here. Yeah, so it's weird to have rings all around. So, what I'm gonna do... In the playable script, I feel like I need a variable for equipped. Yeah, I could probably do that. Okay, so let's think. Currently, the game is completely playable, but gold rings do not work properly. So I need to make it so when you click on them during your main phase, it gives you the option to equip them. And then it lets you pick which creature you want to equip it to. If game phase is 11 and equals this, what is this? What is this? Hold up, hold up, hold up. If game phase equals 11... That impression would be in your mind for weeks, really? Hello, Inkster, how do you do? So, and actions greater or equal than 1. Bam. Optimized, okay. That should work. Let me just double check I can actually block the enemy. Go. You think my vocal cords took a turn after Papyrus? Yeah, I think doing the Papyrus voice did irreversible damage to my vocal cords, man. Me and Undertale have beef for the rest of time. Genuinely, dude. No, but it was even like before that. Just like the ability to do high-pitched voices just kind of got lost on me. I'd say as I was like, I don't know, even like 15 or something. Yeah, it was probably around when I had puberty. So probably before 15. I feel like it was after though. I feel like I was able to do high-pitched voices for like a while after puberty. And even now I can kind of do high-pitched voices. It was like hearing a mute chihuahua choke on his favorite bone, and yet it perfectly fit Papyrus. Yeah, my Papyrus voice is certainly mythical. I'm just the best voice actor who ever lived. Okay. Oh, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in stream? I guess it's only... An hour and 35 minutes in the stream is halfway done. Wow. Wow. I feel like I don't stream long at all anymore, dude. Even 4 hours didn't feel that long to me. I honestly feel like I could do like 6 hours of this a day. Assuming I didn't need to like take a break to eat food. Okay. Stream is so long because you're learning. Dude, I need to learn so many more skills. I'm so mad that my Apple Pencil broke because last night I was literally like, whatever. I'm just gonna try to get like at least an hour of art practice in each day, even if it's just drawing something stupid. And then my Apple Pencil just breaks immediately. Okay, so I need to check the stats for the ability. So I feel like I need some documentation for the way these are formatted, because activated ability equals true. If stats activated ability equals true, then you run this, then you run this. Time's supposed to fly by when you're having fun. But why? Why does time fly by when you're having fun? I feel like if anything, it should be inverted. When you're suffering, your brain just like skips past it. I mean, I guess it's technically better for survival, which is probably why it evolved. Because the more you dwell on your mistakes, the more likely you are to learn from them. I wish there was some safeguard to prevent yourself from dwelling on a singular mistake for too long, but unfortunately that's just not a thing, so I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat for the next 32 years about some embarrassing things I've done that I shall not utter here. But like having fun, why does it go by faster? I do not feel like I've been here for an hour and a half already. I feel like it's been way less time. I feel like it's been like 10-15 minutes max. It's dumb. Okay. So this function will run if you click on a card during game phase 2. Actually, no. I can just do this, can't I? I think I need another variable for ability speed. I think I'll add that later. Because in Magic the Gathering, there's 2 speeds. There's sorcery speed, and there's instant speed. Sorcery speed, you can only cast on your turn during either of your main phases. But instant speed, you can cast basically whenever you want. I think I'm going to tiptoe around adding instant speed for now. So I can just hard code the ability to only use this ability during a few game phases. Although I probably shouldn't get in the habit of doing stuff like this. Game phase 2 and instance. Wait, no. So this needs to be template based. So if the card has an activated ability, you don't know anything about Magic the Gathering, are you missing out? Kind of. My game takes a lot of inspiration from Magic the Gathering, so if you don't know Magic the Gathering rules, it's probably going to be harder for you to understand everything that's going on. Magic the Gathering is an interesting game, and I like it a lot, but it has like a lot of fundamental problems that I want to deal with, which is why I'm making my own card game, because I was just like, Magic the Gathering pisses me off, so I'm literally just going to make the game but better. And I plan on doing that to a lot of things, by the way. Pokemon pisses me off so bad. I'm going to make my own Pokemon game at some point. I'm gonna do it. I have like a design document with like 9 different game ideas in it, and I'm making all of them at some point. Maybe half. I think a few of the ideas are more like one and done things, but something like offering a card game which hopefully exists for a few decades at least. Yeah, it's one of the ones I want to make. So I just decided to go for it because Magic the Gathering pisses me off. Punchermon. Something like that. I could call it Punchermon as a reference to me, but I like to take a more, I don't know. It kind of depends. He's gonna make parodies of his viewers as Pokemon. Like, I feel like the Dwarf Minor Art is a good example of like my design philosophy, I guess. I don't know how to say it. But, like, the Dwarf Minor Art is after the Flight Reacts meme. I wish I could... Actually, hold up. I can make the collision shapes invisible. Yeah, the Dwarf Minor looks like the Flight Reacts meme, where he's like, shocked. And I don't know how much I want to get used to doing stuff like that in my games, because I like adding the personality. I like adding things that I find funny. But on the other hand, I also want my games to be, like, somewhat serious and, like, well-designed, you know? So I feel like this art is fine, because I can add as many arts as I want for cards in future sets, or have additional prints. Like, if I don't like this later, I could be like, okay, this is a 1 in 10 chance to appear anytime you get a Dwarf Minor, and then I put in another art for the other 9 out of 10 times. So I think for card games, stuff like this is fine. But for, like, a Pokemon-type game, I would need to be very careful with the creature design, and I would probably end up spending a lot of time learning character design to make my creatures as lovable as the Pokemon are. Because some Pokemon are just incredibly designed, other ones I don't like as much. But I think doing a Pokemon game is like a character design study could be nice. That would be fun. Get out of here, 0. Okay, so if game phase equals 2, and you click on a card... Well, this only happens if the activated ability exists. Maybe I should do this. Go here. And then check this. So anytime you click on a card during the main phase... Actually, no, anytime you click on a card, this will happen. It just only has specific interactions if it's game phase 2. Now that I think about it, I could probably move most of this to a different script. It's time for you to go. See you later. See you, even hell. Okay. So if stats abilities equals true, okay. So just do that. So my current problem is determining if you can pay the cost or not. So let's see if we can manage that. Okay. So we're gonna have a variable cost type, I think. And then we're gonna have it equal instant.stats. And then we're gonna do equip cost 1. So now it's actions. And then we're gonna have variable cost amount equal, and then I'm gonna copy all this, but at the end we're gonna do a 0 instead. So now we have the amount, which is this number, and then we have the type, which is this word. So actions is a variable here currently. Let me just print both of these and see what gets returned. Print cost amount. Print cost type. Play gold ring. Click. Invalid access to property key null on base object of type array. Interesting. Well, this... Wait, what? The 1 causes the issue, not the 0. Let's check it out if I get rid of the 1. Wait, what? Instance.stats. Instance.equip cost. Ah. So I can't get you the entire thing either. Okay. So I somehow need to store a variable name in here. Or, you know what? No, I could do quotes. I could just do a string, and then I could just unpack the string, I reckon. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, there's no reason I can't just do actions. Bam. Now it's a usable variable type. Never mind. Aw. Invalid access to property key actions on base object of type array. What? Why does it want actions? Wait, what? It's supposed to be a string. Why does it not work? Wait, what? Wait, what? Cost type null, cost amount array. Interesting. Very interesting. Actually, I don't need the cost type to even equal anything. I just need the cost amount. And then I can just manually program in each cost type, I think. For example, if, let's say, instance stats equip cost 1 equals actions, then let's do print cost amount. Bam. Invalid access to property or key actions on base object of type array. Why is it looking for... Is it not the word? Wait, what? It's supposed to be a string. What? Can it not be a variable name? Is that the problem? If I do action, does that fix it? Is that being a variable name literally the only problem? No. Valid access to property or key action on base type object array. Oh, it's the subarray. Not equip cost. Does that work? Nope. Valid access to property or key action on base type object array. Do I need to unpack a subarray? Wait. How to check a string in a subarray in Godot. I'm an idiot. No, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. No. Yes. No. To Google, why am I getting this error message? Okay, let's do some testing. So this is not working. What I want to do is print instance.stat instance.equipCost. Weird. Wait, this needs to be a number. I should print it twice. Didn't crash. There we go. Okay. Progress. Okay, so... equip cost. Great. Now... if... equip cost... has... actions... print... egg. I believe that works. If it prints egg, we are in business. That's the wrong guy. Egg. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So. Then we need to check if equip cost zero is greater than 1. I love how I understand literally nothing I see here, yet I'm still entertained. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm trying to become as entertaining of a person as possible, so people are willing to watch me do basically anything and they find it entertaining. It's like Doug staring at a black screen for an hour and somehow getting 12,000 viewers. I want to reach that level. Like, there's got to be like wizardry afoot there where you can just be entertaining somehow. And I don't understand how people do it, but I'm trying to learn. Because I really like entertaining people, but I also have the attention span of a goldfish, so I kinda don't want to box myself into a niche like Minecraft. I know a lot of people want to see me make Minecraft content, and I'm gonna make Minecraft content, but I can not only make Minecraft content, I also have to program. It's like a primal urge of mine to do like a million different things. I don't know why. So I'm gonna try to be as entertaining as possible, so that way people will still like me, even when I'm not doing the specific thing that got them interested in me in the first place. I think I'm doing a decent job at that so far, but I definitely want practice so I can keep people's attention better in the future. It's witchcraft? It's gotta be witchcraft. How can Doug get 12,000 people to not leave his stream, and that's literally their only objective? I don't understand. I don't know how he does it. Okay. So if equip cost 0 is greater than that, print egg. Let's see. So now I go here. This doesn't do anything. It does do something. Nope. This needs to be instance dot actions. Bam. Doesn't work either. Is it this way? Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is check if the equip cost. So this line of code figures out what the equip cost is, because some cards that are equipment will be equipped to other cards by paying gold, by sacrificing other creatures, by discarding cards, something of the sort. But this uses actions. So this line of code checks that it uses actions as the equip costs. And now in this line of code, it's checking if it has the actions to meet the equip cost. So it can determine if the effect will happen or not in the first place. So now I click on it, it doesn't work at all. It's not printing egg. So when I go to my next turn and the ring gets an action, then it should be able to be equipped. I accidentally skipped the phase. God damn, okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. You can't block with a ring, game. You can't block with a ring. 2. And now when I click on it, it prints egg. Great. So now it knows when I can pay the cost in the first place. So now all I need to do is run a function. Okay, I need to think about how I'm going to do this. Because now I can, a card can identify when it's going to be equipped to something. So now I need to make it figure out what creature it can be equipped to. So if the card has an activated ability, this happens. Okay, let me think. Let's think. Okay. I am so tired right now. I don't know why, but I just got a wave of tiredness rush over me. Okay. Let's focus. Let's focus. So I'm gonna leave this as is for now. So cardclick.instance is actually a super useful thing to have because it means I can have an external script combine effects of individual cards whenever I want. And what I mean by that is every single card will emit this signal when clicked. So now the card that has the equip being activated can communicate with the card that it's being equipped to very easily. I could probably handle combat like this. Like in this main script. That would remove a lot of redundancy. I don't know if that would be even more efficient or not. I'm not actually sure. I think it was a better idea to have a card handler script in here rather than having it in each individual card, but still. So now let me think. Okay. I think I got it. So, in the script, I want a couple variables. So So in the script here, we have block selected, blocking, and all that stuff. I don't know why this is separated. I feel like these two should be next to each other. So it's in a similar boat. I think I'll put the variable just here. So we have variable equip selected. How about that? Yeah, equip selected. So we'll block selected equals true, or equip selected equals true. It will look at your cursor. So now in the main script, what we're going to do is we're going to take the instance dot equip selected and make it equal true. Okay, that checks if it equals true. There we go. Your emotional support came to your room. Did you get food? Your brain hurts so much. Yeah, Axiom is complicated. I barely get what's going on with Axiom most of the time, dude. Bam. Okay. You see, now we have block selected. Now rings look at your cursor, which is exactly what I want. Because now that rings are looking at my cursor, I can, and they have a unique variable for if their block is being selected. Now I want to comb through battlefields. So I'm going to get the comb through battlefield script. Card selected. If game phase 2, then I guess we'll do this. Should I do that? You just don't know how to build a spinny thing on the windmill? You don't know how to build windmill blades? Neither do I, to be honest. That's why I scrapped the windmill on the every 10 subs world. Is there a more efficient way to do this? Because what I imagined happening... Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it my way. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this. Okay, so for each card in Battlefield, let me get rid of you. I need to keep this snippet saved somewhere because I use it so often, checking every single card in Battlefield. So, if card... Let me actually, at the end of this, do a card selected +1. That leads to a new bug every single time I do it. Because I always forget to add this at the end, when it's like literally the entire thing that makes this loop function. If card dot, what's the variable called again? Equip selected. Equip selected equals true. No. Okay, let me think about this. So, when you click on a card, she's so fluffy, so comfy. Do you have a cat? Okay. So, when I come through the entire battlefield, if equip selected equals true, yeah, no, you have a dog. What type of dog? What breed is it? Okay, so if equip selected equals true, equip attempt will equal true. Realize in your hand, and now you only have one hand, so that's why you're here. Just sit in there, down a limb. Okay. Game phase 2, variable, equip attempt. So, if one of the cards in battlefield is true, equipped attempt will equal true. And then we'll check the entire battlefield. Then, if instance dot stats. Let me actually just copy it from here because this has the thing that checks if it's a creature or not. I'm too lazy to remember it. Yep. So it's this, and then it's instance type variable. Oops. You want to take a photo of it, but she's black and in a black room. I should make a channel in the Discord for pictures of pets. Okay, somehow I need to track... No. Because as long as equip attempt equals true... I'm worried this is a bit of redundancy, but I don't really care, honestly. So, if the equip attempt equals true, and the creature you're clicking on is a creature, then it should... do this. Oops. That's very wrong. Card. Bam. Okay. So, card select equals 0 on here. So, for every card in the battlefield, I need to make a variable equipped in this script. Check Discord Puncher. What's in the Discord? What's in the Discord? Adorable. I don't think I've ever had a proper small dog, so I don't think I've really had the opportunity to hold like a dog in my lap too much. Yeah, I think for the most part I've mainly had big dogs. I like holding small creatures though, it's nice. Okay, so now we have equipped. Let's think. So, variable card. Do I just make the node its parent? Huh, I'm curious what happens if I do that. Wait, does the... Hold up, I need to check. Does this predicate on it being on the battlefield? It does. So, I need to make it equipped to... Okay. So I need to make it equipped to a creature and detect when that creature does damage. Wait, I can easily do that. Because I can just check if it's equipped. Or I can just check all the equipped things that benefit from dealing damage when damage happens. And if equipped equals no, because that would end up affecting creatures that are equipped in attack. Yeah, I need some way this... Yeah, I think this needs to be a child of the script. So, variable card... okay. So what I need to do is change the card's parent. Let me check the draw card script and then copy it. So I'd need to instance reparent. To... We'll instance. Does that work? So, if the card I click on is a creature, and equip attempt equals true, which it will, if any cards on the battlefield are trying to be equipped to something. For every card on the battlefield, it will be reparented to instance. That actually is every card in the battlefield. Wait, not even just the ones. Wait. Does this work the way that I think it does? This is gonna look so dumb if it works the way I think it does. Wait, what? Oh, right. It checks the parent for game phase, so it crashes if it's not in one of those 3 nodes. Okay, so I can't reparent it to those nodes. Yeah, I think this is where the equip to variable comes in. So, for every card in battlefield, if card dot equip selected equals true. She's watching stream now, so good. Let's go, let's go. That counts as an additional viewer Twitch. I better get paid for the ads she watches. Pets count as well. Okay. On it. Ah, delicious water. Wow, you can really hear me put my glass of water down. Wow. Okay. So if card.equip selected equals true, so then I need to card dot. What do you have? I just got a glass of water, bro. From a Berkey. Delicious. It's in a Grateful Dead cup that I stole from my dad. On it. Delicious. Okay. On it. How do we know it's water? Because I said it was water. And it's just... It says hydrate. I'm allowed to drink whatever I want. So long as it hydrates me. I thought about adding a 50,000 channel point reward that was just speedrun the entirety of Silksong and stop what you're doing. And I think that would be really funny. But it would also take away probably like an hour off stream every now and then. I don't know. I want to add some cool channel point rewards. If you guys have any cool ideas for channel point rewards that I can add, let me know. Best water you ever had is pure water from nature. Nice, nice. So you're saying that if I spam this for the rest of the stream, you're just gonna drink water? I will drink progressively smaller and smaller quantities of water, depending on how, like, I guess, hydrated I get. Because I have drinking enough water, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, hold up. Let me just go here. Let me just go to dashboard. Then we go into viewer rewards, power-ups and channel points, manage power-ups and channel points, and we turn hydrate off. Bam! Now nobody can tell me to hydrate, because my glass of water is in fact empty. Love got rid of all my water. He finished it off. I'm not gonna let you guys imprison me. I need to make like a cooldown on it, so you can only tell me to hydrate like once every like 30 minutes or something. Because genuinely... I hate that Twitch's UI bugs out all the time. It's so bad. Oh yeah, there's community challenges as well.
Love 1v1's redeemed hydrate.
Nope, that's text-to-speech. Nope. Nope. I don't got any water left. I gotta go to the bathroom. I do not want more water. I am good, bro. I'm gonna be honest. No water for you. Fill bottle for 200 points. Oh yeah, it's so nice to have like these little things that just take channel points away from you, so they get kind of like rare, you know? Okay, so... what variable am I looking for? Yeah, I need to make a... equipped 2. Also, TTS got a price increase? Yes. TTS got a price increase. Card in your wallet? Good. Inflation has hit my channel. So this is equipped to... equals... You're trying to save for the 100k, you're 5% there. There's a quick way to get to the 100k. It's what Panda did. It is called gambling. I'm not sure what to do here. I suppose it should be instance. Let me print card dot equip to. Let me just copy this. So we're gonna do all this. Go to my next turn. You have 18k almost? Nice, Allison. You guys are getting rich. Okay. Why is it not working? So if instance.stats, instance type variable that has creature, which it should, and equip attempt equals true, card selected equals 0, for I in battlefield variable card. So for every card in the battlefield, if card has equip selected equal, wait, attempt equals true. Why is this not going? Okay, I need to figure out where this process breaks. Let me do here first. Print. What should I make it? Equip attempt. Then for every card in the battlefield, and then if card has equip selected. Go. Threw her onto your bed when she started digging. Tearing up your mattress. I don't know why, but my dog sleeps under my bed sometimes. I found him just sitting under there. Don't get why, but he does. I didn't make it add one, so it's only checking the first card. Bam. Now it should work. And by work, I mean it's gonna crash in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It didn't crash. And it got the node. What? This isn't supposed to happen. This isn't supposed to happen in programming. It worked first try. It worked first try. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm scared. I don't know what happened, guys, but I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm quaking in my boots. This isn't supposed to happen. We actually got it right the first try. We're gonna hop off out skating. You'll check back in a bit. See ya, Power. I need to respond to people quicker when they're leaving, because I'm 95% sure Power's been gone for like a half hour by the time I read that message. Okay. So, equipped 2. That equals the variable. So now I know what the variable is. So, what I want to do here, I'd say, if equipped to... Wait, let me make a variable for being equipped. Variable equipped to... No, variable equipped equals false. made there a bed from your blanket on your armchair. Nice, 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 nice. Small dogs seem really cute. I like small dogs. I don't think I've ever had a cat before, but I kind of want a cat. I like cats. Okay. Let's think. So... we need to make equipped equal true. Bam. Why is this yellow? Not my problem. Okay, so now we're gonna do if equipped equals true. Wait a minute. This is checking if the variable equals true, not assigning it. Then we're gonna do main node dot position equals equipped to dot position. Bam. There we go. So when it gets equipped, I also need to make card dot equip selected equal false. So that way it stops rotating. I suppose I will make card dot hold up, let me think. I'm gonna make, I'd say, card rotation degrees equals 0. Does that solve the problem? Because I don't want the card to rotate when it's equipped to a creature. There we go. Not sure when are you utilizing your wages to play indie horror games? I have zero idea. Maybe even in like October. I really don't know, because currently on my plate, the stuff that I have to do, I want to set up stuff on the Minecraft server so I can get some lore out, and I want to work a lot on offering and probably get a playtest out. I don't know. Whenever, maybe. I'm honestly not sure. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do and get done real quick, and I feel like I kind of owe it to some people. I feel like I owe offering to myself because I've been working on this game for an insanely long time. It's technically like 2 years old, even though the programming of this version only began like a month ago. I've tried programming versions in the past, which didn't work out well. And I've also tried to like make a physical copy. Like I have physical Cards of Offering on my desk, and it's the like second physical copy, I think. And all the cards are handmade. Like I've been working on this for ages. I want to get this in a playable state, and I feel like I can actually do it. Because, like, I understand all of this stuff well enough to actually make a card game, I feel. So I'm honestly not sure. Wait, can I just do this? Bam. But I think horror games would be funny one-off videos, so if I start spending too much time on certain projects, I'll probably do horror games. Bam, bam. There we go. Okay, so I need to make it so when you hover over a card, the Z-index goes up a lot. Wait, mouse entered. When your mouse exits it, how's the fixed position? Do I have something? Wait, how does the card position not... Wait, what? Oh, right here. So... if input event is a mouse button, I want the... Actually, they overlap now. Yeah, a frequent bug that I've had to worry about, but didn't worry about because I kind of worked around it, is cards can't overlap. Like if I equip this here and I hover over here, they're both moving. That's awkward. That's very awkward. Whatever, it technically works. Oh, and that is still in Battlefield, so that doesn't get excluded from the sorting. Interesting. Very interesting. So I think I can make equipment natively have less of a Z-index. So when you pick it up, the Z-index goes up. When you release it, the Z-index is 3. Those are the only two instances of the Z-index, and they only happen if the card is in your hand. So... I think I should lower the Z-index here, because if it's equipped to another card, cards.Z-index can, like, equal, I don't know, -1, because it's almost always going to be behind another card. There's really no time when the ring should be in front of the other card. Oh, the edge pokes through like that. Oh god, that's ugly. Yeah, I need to make them one coherent shape. I feel like I feel like the ring being a child of this makes the most sense. But I'm not sure if you can do that. Interesting. Very interesting. Stuff like this is only hard to figure out for the first time. So currently on my desk, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 physical cards. And the reason that I chose to program... There's not 7, there's 8. The reason I chose to program these 8 cards first, not including Gold Ring, because that's one that I wanted to add before, is because they all encapsulate different things in the game. For example... Hired Mercenary is a 6/6 that costs 3 golds and has reach. I'm probably gonna buff the card because it's pretty weak compared to what I've done with the game now. But like that card, it has a unique keyword, it has money for a cost, and it's gonna have another special keyword. So these 8 cards that I have on my desk and Gold Ring encapsulate basically every mechanic I'm gonna need for the first set. So, for the most part, I think all I have to do is program 9 cards, and then it's gonna be super easy. And we've done pretty well on Gold Ring so far. Of course, there's been roadblocks, but we're doing pretty well on it. So I'd say if I worked on Offering even like every other day, I could probably get it in like a playtestable state in like 2 months. Then again, I'd be working on the game a lot, and a large chunk of that would be art, which I could probably, well, I don't know how much I want to do stuff like art off stream. Because there's, like, I feel like I primarily want to do video editing off stream and almost nothing else. Okay. Yeah, these graphical elements are tricky. Okay, I'm only gonna check game phase. Okay, hold up. If... Let me Google this. How to check if something will return null in Godot. So wait, can I do if game phase? Wait. Okay, so a problem that I've ran into a lot is this line of code. Game phase equals get parent, game phase. So what this does in the main script, a card will always be the child of hand, battlefield, tokens, or the copies of those for player 2. And then the main node is the one with the actual script that has the game phase and handles the game phase. So this line of code just gets the game phase. But the problem is, if a node is ever a child of another node, or a child of something that isn't one of these nodes, the game just crashes. Because it's like, oh, well, there's literally no variable called game phase. So, yeah, you're clearly being stupid, and then the game just crashes. So, game phase. Game phase. Why is the ordering -5? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore that. Oh no, that's the main node. Yeah, okay. So I kind of want to check if game phase will return a positive value before I check, but I don't know how. Because I feel like whenever it returns null, it'll try to use game phase for something, because it checks the game phase all the time. Maybe I could do something like this. Okay, this is the worst solution I can think of for this, but it would technically work. So if I just check if the parent node is Battlefield, Battlefield 2, if it's one of the 6 nodes that wouldn't crash the game, and then it just goes. I feel like that's a bad solution, though. Because it needs to get the game phase either way. Maybe I could run this if it isn't equipped. Because it's only gonna need to be... Wait. It's only gonna need... to... Wait. The only time it crashes is when the creature is equipped. So I can just make this function only run if equipped equals false. Great, so now the game shouldn't crash if a node becomes a child of another node, which means now I can assign it as a child. So now I can do this, I can do card dot... How do you assign it as a child? Card.reparent instance. That's what I want to type here. Bam. Shouldn't crash the game. Bam. Okay. It's not rotating with that. Let me check remote. Battlefield node, and then it has this node as a child. I need to make it a child of card art, then. Otherwise it's not gonna move in unison. Because in this node, the card art node is the only one that actually moves with these. Now, all of these need to only work. Okay, whatever, I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do that later. It's a graphical bug. It doesn't matter if it's a graphical bug. Okay. I'm really not sure what to do here. So it's a child of that node. Reparent instance. Wait, okay. How to reparent a node to a child of a node in Godot. Reparent. Wait, can I just copy the file path? The file path is the same on every one. I made sure of that. Instance, it's like dot card art. This works. Card art. This is probably going to crash this, I'm going to be honest. Because there's no card art found in the main script, and I'm assuming that's what it's going to search for. So I'm assuming this will crash it. It doesn't rotate. That's not right. Remote, battlefield. Okay, I just didn't repair it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Huh. A child of a child node could go. Because it needs to go a layer deeper, that's the problem. I feel like dealing with reparenting is way too much effort. That just causes so many bugs. Yeah, I don't think I should reparent it. It causes so many bugs for barely any gain. Hello, Timmy. Yeah, whatever. I'll keep it as is for now. I'll keep it as is. Not gonna block. Bam, bam. Okay. So, I think... What do I do here? What do I do here? Okay. So, I need to make it so when you hover over the card, which should just be this, the z-axis should go up by a lot. Z-index equals, I don't know, 25. Well, the problem is z-index isn't declared anywhere. So the default z-index for a card is 3. I guess I'll give it a stat. I suppose I could do it like here. Variable base z-index. There we go. And then I can just assign that as 3. And when you hover over it, that goes up. Okay. Then I can make this card C index and then card dot base C index equals -1. Bam. So now, when I play Dwarf Miner, I play a ring, let me go to my next turn, and then in the main phase, this can go there, and great. Okay, it glitched out once and then it went back to normal. Base 2 equals 25. ZX 3 is ZX 25, ZX 25. Huh. Oh. Wait. Does it need to be this? Wait, no, because that wasn't like that before, was it? Oh, it literally is card art at the index, okay. Never mind. This needs to be like this, apparently. Oh yeah, and that automatically refers to it. Okay, I get it. Okay. Their Z index does not go up. Wait, is -1 the problem? Okay, I should make it just 0 then, I guess. Let's do like 30, I guess. Then 0. Let's see. Miner, ring. Why? Why? Okay, I'm gonna have it print its the index twice, so I can see how things change. So I hover over it. That's 3. Hover off of it. Okay, so let's go here. Bam. Move it here. Okay. Why does it not turn to 30? Oh, wait, what? No, that should be setting it to 30. Wait, what? Wait, no, it shouldn't. Huh? Whatever. There's something I don't get here. I guess it'll just be janky for now. Because you can equip rings to dwarf miners. The layering's super duper weird. Yeah, rings really do need to be lower than dwarf miners. Whatever. Okay, so now cards like rings will always be below dwarf miners, I believe. There we go. They're really weird when they're meshed together like this. At least it kind of works properly. I need to make the battlefield sword script. I need to rework the battlefield sword script anyway. I guess I'll just fix it for now, softly. Just gonna get children for eye cards in battlefield. Minus. Well, it's gonna check for every card in battlefield. I need to make it skip rings. Maybe I should give cards equipped their own unique class, like here. Their own unique node to be under. Because I know it has to be on the battlefield as well, so it should be identical, but I organized them differently. That could be a good idea. I'm not sure. Let me think of the pros and cons. So, if it's on its own layer, that means it's not a problem for the battlefield sword, which is nice. It means I can also layer them lower, which means I don't need to manually handle that for each card. It also means I can comb through them all separately, which would probably be nice and more efficient for damage. I don't think that's necessary, though. That would literally just make battlefield sorting easier, mainly. And I guess help with the layering, which is important to me. Dude, I wish I thought of a better solution at the time than having just 25 squares on each card that decides how it gets rotated. Because I want to change this. Because I kind of don't want it to rotate while it's in your hand, and I don't want the equipment to rotate, because I think it looks ugly. Like, when I come here, I place an equipment, I place a creature, and then I do this. Whenever I hover over this bottom card, it moves around, but the top one doesn't. And it's just so ugly. It is just so ugly. So yucky. Very weird. I mean, I'd prefer for it to happen in unison with the node it's attached to. I guess. I mean, it already copies the node's global position. Would it be a problem if, like, this dot skew equals equipped to dot skew? Does that solve the problems? It might. No, it doesn't. That doesn't do anything. Wait a minute. Why is it off? Look at it. There's an edge showing. There's a singular pixel gap where you can move the bottom card. And the bottom is obviously tilted from my view. No, but that's a rotation problem. Wait, what? Why is that an issue? That's still an issue here. It wasn't an issue with the skew. Where's that a problem? Wait, what? That's supposed to be 0. Why did I change the rotation degrees? Wait, what? I'm tired, bro. That's the only explanation. Only explanation. There we go. Okay. Oh. That was weird. Okay. We've made a surprisingly large amount of progress today, honestly. I'd say reformatting, like, each card's individual script with all this extra data was, like, a nice amount of progress. Sausage. Because I can make so many cards so much easier now with all this in here. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle. Okay, I'm gonna just move on. Actually, we got 5 minutes left of stream. Okay, let me just. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how to handle the ring's graphical side. I'm gonna be honest. Equipment's graphical side is very weird. It equips to the creature, and you can see that. I can just disable the rotation, I guess. Wait, why does it not show the shadow on the card? Wait, what? What is the shadow? The shadow's Z index is -5. Wow. Okay. Well, I want the equipment to be below the shadow, so that's gonna be 6, I guess. Okay. Let's take a peek. Okay. That's better, I guess. Kinda. I need to make the Z-index of this shoot up when you hover over it. You are not supposed to be able to re-equip it. Lol. I suppose as long as you have an action, it's technically valid. So I need to do card dot actions minus equals 1. There we go. So now you shouldn't be able to equip them multiple times a turn. Bam, bam. Great. It looks so wrong having the ring like flicker around like that, dude. Okay, you go there, and then you can also go there. Okay. Rings have been improved a bit. Budget Rock. Ah, we love Kevin. I need to name him Kevin on YouTube. That's what the Budget Rock is supposed to be called. That's what he's called on Twitch, at least. Does it work in YouTube chat? Do you actually see the emojis? Because on my stream overlay, or chat over, I don't know. On my chat thing, it just has typed out Budget Rock. Okay, so yeah, it's on. Okay. Bam. So you're supposed to be able to equip this here. So when this creature does damage, I need a way for the ring to detect that it did damage and run the effect that makes the token. So this is the activated ability section. This is literally just the section that equips it. I don't have the actual, like, this is huge. Having this exist is actually so nice, because there's so many cards in the future that are going to need something similar to that. Like out of the 8 cards I need to program, half of them, technically it's 5 out of 9. 5 out of 9 cards have an activated ability. So having activated abilities here is actually huge. It's actually so nice that I have that programmed. But it is 5. I've been streaming for 3 hours. It's almost 5. Come on. Just go over it. You're so close. But anyways, I am probably going to stop streaming now, because I got some stuff that I want to do. Game is game. Bam. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. See you all tomorrow.